get a good feeling, yeah. Get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. Get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah.
Oftentimes, we see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.
A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Only one team will keep the winning ways going to start the season as we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's 2nd down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing on 2nd. Darnold. Right back to Mixon. He's got it again. Give him 2 yards. Stop made pretty quickly there. That gives the Seahawks the 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10. Around to Mixon. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Now, you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
That's good for a couple of yards, and that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 from the 43.
They'll run. First gives to Zach Charbonnet. Makes the tackle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And it could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Second down, Darnold. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. One step out of bounds after about an 8-yard gain. And that's going to be a Seahawks first down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Out of the shotgun, they give to Mixon. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Darnold. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Well, he was happy to take a back seat in favor of getting a win last week, Brock. But we all know receivers, right? I think he'd like a few more catches in this one.
Yeah, books have been written about certain receivers that want their touches. And when you produce, you're going to get more touches.
Taking it off here to Mixon. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
It's Mixon on second down. And he gets in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Finding themselves in the end zone right away here as we begin week 2, Brock. And they keep this up, they're going to find themselves with a 2-0 record as well.
And that's a good place, right? We know this in the annals of history in the NFL. Teams who begin the season 2-0, well, they go on to make the playoffs right around 70% of the time. That's the way you want to start it.
Look at you dropping knowledge. Myers is good on the extra points. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
Cardinals, nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Back to throw. Here's Brissett. Harrison secures this left side. And a good gain here. 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up a first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And he's going to be across midfield with a gain of 5 on that play.
That might not look like a lot, but that's some veteran stuff from the rookie runner right there. That kind of gain in the NFL, that's a win. May not be in high school. You may want to hit the big play, but those singles, they turn into doubles, and they matter at this level.
Into the hands of Michael Wilson. They manage about 9 before a stop is made. And that is good for Cardinals first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for our Cardinals first down.
Here's a handoff headed left. It's Love. And they get him down after a gain of 10. But great effort on his part. Pays off with the first down. Brock, you tell me about this all the time. A tight end's top responsibility changes by the down. And on that one, it was all about blocking, getting his guys some space to get vertical.
Really got to be some of the most versatile players on the team. I was spoiled in my life, particularly in my football life, to watch Really, the Colts and their 12 personnel, so good in the run game, just like that one.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Brissett looking to throw. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Well, I know you love to call this the money down, Brock, and on that 3rd down, that pass rush just got paid.
Woo, look at you right there. That's their job. I mean, in the minds of those guys in the front 7, Kate, you've been around them your whole life. They know it. They don't want to rely on anybody else. They're secondary. They want to get home, and they did. They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten.
And he's going to go down here. Pressure gets him at the 23. Day 3 pick gets his first career sack.
You know what's so cool about that play, Kate? We got to see so many of the traits this young man has. Competitive toughness, the ability to read and react to pass pro, and then defeat it, close on the quarterback, and make that very first sack. That's one he will remember for a long time.
Big gain downfield. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Running left is Mixon. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brought down by Garrett Williams. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They kick the running back in motion. On 2nd down, here's Darnold. Low finding his back. Mixon. Shoves him off. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle.
Pass complete to Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Seattle.
Myers to add the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
Cardinals 3. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Third on a gain of 4.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. And he just get the play off. Completed to his running back. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. The Seahawks with an early lead. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. On the give, here's Love. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Now we're going to have a break in the action as one of the Cardinals is in some pain, and they'll be out to look at him.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
19, set. 12X.
Brissett to throw it. Throw is there. Trey McBride. He brushed him off with ease. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. A big hitter by the Cardinals. 36 yards.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
The gun, Love gets it. And he gets home. Touchdown, Arizona. Jeremiah Love with his first NFL touchdown.
Everybody knew this guy coming out, and you get that label of generational. You feel like you got to step up and respond. Expectations off the charts. Well, he met him right there with that touchdown.
That one right down the middle. He cut the lead to 4.
14. Cardinals 10. Jack Wyman to kick off for Arizona.
They've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Mixon. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Getting the tight end in motion. Now Darnold. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. And that's good for a Seattle first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First down.
A give to Mixon up the middle. He's brought down. Play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Seattle.
Caught the motion man left. Here's Darnold to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away. It's the first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. You've been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right, the team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And he still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
To the left and pulled in by Kupp. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, the ball's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Forced out to his right. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. He brings it in. And he can only get him 2. That's going to set up 4th down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Myers' kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative, is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's Brissett to throw. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Talk about an explosive start to this drive. 30 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Well, that's a tough one because you can see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
Gets it through the contact at the catch point, forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just 3rd down now. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Now air it out on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. 3rd down, Brock. You knew that pressure was coming, and sure looked like he was lucky to even get a throw away on that play.
That rush was coming to flat out end that drive.
Yeah.
And it did.
The kick by Ryman is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Had it for a moment, but the hit jars it loose. Fortunate, Rob, that it did too, because that would have been a big strike otherwise. Instead, just 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 10. Darnold escapes the pocket. Hits his running back. And he's able to get him pretty close to that marker. Call that a gain of about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd and short.
Just give this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
4th down punt from the Seahawks. And that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 21-yard line.
Brissett now on 2nd down. Pass him on the quick hitter. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but someone would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
At the 34-yard line.
Now an inside give to Benson. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tyrese Knight on that tackle. So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8, so we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from State Farm Stadium after this. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Brissett. Into the hands of Harrison. Into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Ryland now for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. Lead now up to a field goal.
Seahawks 17. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Dumps this off to Charbonnet. And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained, and they got that 1st down too. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Darnold looking to throw. This is Kupp. That's Kupp. Stops there, but that gets them the 1st. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
22 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down.
All set to go now from the 35. On the draw, this is Charbonnet. And the stop is made downfield after a gain of about 18. And that's going to be a Seahawks 1st down.
Well, they sold it like it was a pass, and by they, I mean everybody involved at the line of scrimmage. Great job by that O-line, the quarterback, everyone making it look like a pass, and then a huge burst for a chunk run.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in by his back, Charbonnet. And they answer. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Charbonnet, a 17-yard score. Myers to add the PAT. Sent right down the middle and good. And they jump ahead by 4.
Cardinals 20. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Brissett. Flush down out to his left. He can run it. And he's forced down bounds after picking up about 7.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
Here's a screen to Benson. One step out of bounds after about an 8-yard gain. And that's going to give Arizona the 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Now Brissett to throw. Shakes himself free. And he's tackled for no gain. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Brissett looking to throw. Finds Benson out of the backfield. We'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. That last catch picked up 4, so they're left with 3rd and 6. Now it's Brissett. Same guy, there's Benson again. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Going play action here, Brissett. Left side into the hands of McBride. They get a lot out of this play, 21 yards before the tackle is finally made. And that's going to make it 1st down Cardinals.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
And the defender finally gets there, but not before a big gain. 18 yards on that play. And that is good for Cardinals' 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Brissett to throw it. Buying some time right. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They give on 2nd to Benson. He's hauled down after just a couple of yards, but enough. Importantly enough, they get that 1st down.
There wasn't a lot there for him, but he did what he needed to do. Go get that 1st down. Picked up the short gain, didn't risk a big loss. Looking for a bigger lane elsewhere.
Back to throw. Here's Brissett. That's low and bounces short of his man.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air, Brissett. Into the hands of Duvernay. And he gets home. Touchdown, Arizona. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. And he's going to go down here. They are on him back around the 28. Zaven Collins.
After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down. Tight end going in motion here. On second down, here's Darnold. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And gets him close to 12, but still doesn't have that first down before he heads out. Third down coming up.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here's Darnold to throw. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's going to be taken down, so calling about 8 yards on that play. And that means they got the first.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Darnold's on first and 10, and he's completed 3/4 of his passes so far, 15 of 20 in this one. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
They send a receiver in motion right. They'll run here on first down. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Second down, Darnold. Short pass brought in. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. He picks up 15 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he gets home. Touchdown Seahawks. Joe Mixon, his second of this game on the ground.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
That one splits the uprights. And they jump ahead by 4. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10. Going to the ground first with Benson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Second down, it's Brissett. Dumped off to his running back. And he's able to get him pretty close to that marker. Called out a gain of about 7. That's going to bring up third and short.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Defense gets there after a gain of 5. That's going to give Arizona the first.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him what looks like about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable. Want to take a shot downfield.
Benson has him knocked free. Unfortunately, the Cardinals made it to that one first. They'll maintain possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Now Brissett's on 3rd and short. And he loses control, and that one's going to fall to the ground, Brock. Needed to bring that in. Instead, the mistake means it's 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st to 3. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So on 4th down now, Blake Gillikin gets the call to punt it away for the Cardinals. That's taken on the 7. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker,
yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. On 2nd down, Darnold. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And the stop was made downfield after a gain of about 18. And that's good for a Seattle 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
A give left side. Here's Mixon. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the gun, Charbonnet gets it. And he's going to be stopped just a couple yards beyond the line, but that is still good enough for the 1st. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Darnold. Jump off, caught by his back. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line.
1st and goal, Seattle.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. To throw. Here's Darnold. That one connects. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Cardinal out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. On 3rd and goal, Darnold. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away. Incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Cracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This is taken in at the 13. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
19, set. 19.
Throwing now, Brissett. He's got Bourne, left side. Continuing to move past the 45. Stop finally made, but well downfield. Picked up about 24 before it. And that's going to make it 1st down Cardinals.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Benson on 1st and 10. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They gain 11 on that play, and it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
New set of downs from the 37. 1st down, and they go right back to him. Had some room to work, and he took advantage, giving Sue for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boomer bust,
Yeah.
right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. From the pistol, Brissett. Toward the perimeter, it's McBride. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10.
Running from the pistol with Benson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
19, okay. 19, okay.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long.
19, okay. 19, left. Go.
Brissett looking to throw. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
19, set.
Now it's Brissett. And this throw's going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. No time to make that pass. Lucky he got rid of it at all, Brock. It's 4th down. This is a very important field goal for Chad Ryland. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Charbonnet. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
3rd and long for him here. Brought in by his back, Charbonnet. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. Now we're going to have a break in the action as one of the... He's in some pain, and they'll be out to look at him. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Another carry for Charbonnet. He stops here, gain of about 7. And that gives the Seahawks the first down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard
Ooh, I like that.
line.
I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Seahawks holding a 4-point lead. First down from the 42. Again, it's Charbonnet. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one, and he shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
We've played 3 quarters here already, and those look like some fresh legs defensively, getting after the quarterback, forcing him out of the pocket, and forcing another incompletion.
Setting up to pass. And good luck hanging on through that contact. The hit knocked it free, and that forces 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Caught, nice game left side. He's down as that play goes for 26 big ones. That's good for the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. He'll look to throw it. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. So 2nd down coming up.
That incompletion right there, Kate, it does stop the clock, and it gives you a chance. A chance to get in that huddle, regroup, and make sure you just fire your best shots here down the stretch.
Back to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Over the middle, Harrison's got it. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set.
That's another Cardinals first down.
In the red zone now. Connects with Harrison again. And they'll advance their
down to the 5-yard line. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here first and goal. Back to throw. Here's Brissett. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them.
Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! Yeah, avoidable mistake there, Brock. A lot of people saw it, including our officials. Offsides the call. So with the lead at the moment, they'll just go ahead and take the try from the 10. And he shakes out the pressure and nails it. And now an opposing field goal will only tie us here.
37, Seahawks 34. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Headed out right. He's not going to be able to get rid of it. They got to him. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Multiple ways to attack. Here's second and long. Darnold looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And a big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and he gets in the first. So there's the timeout called, and we're going to see if they think there's enough time for 2 plays or just one last snap. 7 seconds left. This might be our final play here. Now Darnold. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
That's a good old-fashioned good news, bad news. Good news defensively, yeah, you knocked the ball down. Bad news is you had a chance to pick it.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10. Here he goes, one final shot. Chased out to his right. Pressure's going to get there, and he goes down. So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0.